always hear guys posturing about, you know, I'm tired, I could use the rest, you know, I really don't want to go there. And then you see these guys get here and the smile on their face, they get in that locker room and the adrenaline rush of coming out and performing against the best players in the NBA. It's a high you can't even explain, and it's fun to see these guys. You know this is going to be fun for them.
Last year, Tim Duncan and Shaquille O'Neal shared MVP honors. Tim Duncan once again in the starting lineup for the West.
How about that starting front like Garnett, Duncan, and Webber for the West? You don't even have Shaq out there. You see Rasheed Wallace, McDyess. The list goes on and on that front line.
And here's Allen Iverson out of order. The right hip injuries remained an extra day in Los Angeles to receive treatment. Bryant rejected by McGrady.
And up. Right now he has to do so much for this team offensively that sometimes on the defensive end, Marv, you see him slide a little bit. Not today. You'll see him play tough defense.
Garnett. And that is the first field goal. And here comes Iverson in the open floor. Iverson, nice feed. Oh, it's rejected. He tried to set up McGrady, but Duncan scripted him.
Well, when he brought that ball back, Duncan was waiting as he exposed it. This is exactly what the East wants to do, run. But remember, we talked in our open, these big men, how big these guys are from the West. They're saying, you know, we're going to lock into these guys, not let them put it on the floor.
Duncan off the backdoor setup from Bryant. Anthony Mason, who's been the MVP of the Miami Heat. Allen Iverson. Crowd rooting so hard for Iverson to get going. Kidd, oh, beautifully done by Jason Kidd.
Actually, very good defense, and he was so good.
As he did last year, he's averaging 10 assists per game.
You see Anthony Mason with the good hands there, knocks that ball loose, but Jason Kidd, great concentration.
He thought he had McGrady breaking for the basket. Duncan got the step.
When you coach the game, the one thing you try to tell the guys is don't get sloppy, don't play out of character. But if a good play is there, try to make it. But see, there's a nice little bounce pass, not an alley-oop, not in traffic. Those are the plays you want to make.
One-time Washington bullet, Chris Webber puts it up for Kevin Garnett.
Simple play, get the ball alley-oop to Kevin Garnett. These guys are so good.
West with a commanding 15-2 lead with 6:45 remaining in the first. Mason, Iverson with the open shot, and put home by Carter. Vince with Sacramento, also an all-star with Washington. So the West adding to the lead. Kobe Bryant with his first field goal. Doug, for Chris Webber, it's a return to Washington where he's had some of his best, some of his worst days.
I'm sure it's sort of a bittersweet moment as we see Iverson with a fadeaway. You know, Chris Webber.
Bryant for Kidd, intercepted by Iverson. 3-on-2, Iverson to the reverse.
Little pass to himself in the air. Allen Iverson very sloppy. Webber steals it back, and then the big block by Davis. Little play-by-play here, Marv. Things are going so fast.
And then Kobe Bryant able to drill it.
The greatness of the NBA game is in the open court, and this is what people love to see, the spectacular athletes, their ability to get in that lane, hang in the air. You see the self-pass, the ball off the ground.
8 points. He was the co-MVP last season. Iverson, Allen Iverson, beginning to heat up.
Boy, we've seen 2 spectacular plays by Allen Iverson already, playing off the ball. Look at the shot. Actually, his body is behind the backboard. He takes it over to his right hand.
So the East going with a 3-guard alignment. Here's Duncan. Webber keeping it alive. Webber stopped by Mutombo. Gary Payton, who just checked in, able to recover. And here's Webber. Chris Webber with the reverse. So Webber with 5 points. Coming up on 2.5 remaining in this first quarter from the MCI Center in Washington. Nice play. Finley comes up short. Michael Finley of the Dallas Mavericks with his
foot volley to Finley on the cut. Great passing.
Stephon Marbury, who is so excited to be here, his first ever NBA All-Star game, and is able to hit. Antonio McDyess So Larry Brown looking for the mismatches in his favor by going with the three-guard setup, and Ray Allen with his 13 Western Conference lead.
Well, those are the shots they're going to have to make, because they're not going to be able to post up against the West. And David Robinson has really added into his game as he's got.
Allen, for an NBA player, this looks like it must be the ultimate playground experience, especially the way you're playing so far.
It is. I mean, it's time to come out here and have fun. I didn't get a chance to throw Vince a lob yet, and I've been telling my son I was gonna throw a lob and let him see it, at home. But I ain't have a chance to get to do it yet.
Well, we've got 3 quarters to go. You know, the way you're playing, I've got to think that maybe you're thinking about the MVP here tonight.
No, I'm not thinking about no MVP, because anybody that get MVP, I'm gonna be a part of it anyway, just by being involved in the event. So I'm not thinking about that. I'm trying to get a win, man.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Lewis.
Was hit by injuries. Here's Finley.
And Michael Finley out of Proviso East High School has become a tremendous player.
Rasheed Wallace defending on Allen Houston. Ray Allen for 3.
And you talk about the great show that Ray Allen.
And here comes Allen. Marbury puts it up for Allen.
There's another guy who this summer in the Olympics was sensational.
Allen off the break, whipping by Wallace.
Ray Allen has given his team a in the NBA.
Finley, Michael Finley off the turn. He has 10 points. Allen Houston now working with his New York Knicks teammate Latrell Sprewell. Beautiful look-away pass from Houston to Davis.
Who has a fractured wrist, will be out 4 to 6 weeks, so it's a tough break for Philly, once again dealing with injuries as Vince Carter with his highlight film. But Vince Carter gets baseline, and big guys don't get over there soon enough. Kobe said, "Where is my help?" And they go, "We're not helping you on this." And his partner in Shaq, who normally guards the basket, you watch his reaction. He throws Gary Payton back, and he says, "Whoa, that's nasty."
Doug, that would have won the slam dunk.
Yes, it would.
And here's Kobe. So Kobe Bryant with 7 points. And here's Latrell Sprewell, who by as many as 16. Nice pass from Bryant. Chris Webber does the rest. 7 points for the Sacramento.
Gray back at the All-Star game as we get ready for halftime. All of the MVPs from all of the All-Star games will be honored, along with Harry Connick Jr. singing. I'm joined by a couple of number 6s. Number 6, Bill Russell, and number 6, Julius Erving. Bill, what have you tried to do in recent years to pass on the tradition and what it means to be an All-Star and to conduct yourself in All-Star fashion?
Well, first of all, I like to watch the games, and I always tell people how much I enjoy the game and how much I respect the players that go out and play hard and use much of their talent as possible.
Mine's not retired, though. I'm still active. Marv?
All right, thank you, Jim. Coming up at halftime as Carter is able to hit and draws the foul. Ahmad will be joined up in the first half, and the West lead is now down to 5. Kobe Bryant beginning to heat up. He has 9 points. Kobe is the most lopsided score we've been able to locate. All right, here's Carter. Put down by Antonio Davis. Mason with the rebound, eluding Garnett and Duncan, and then delivers. Carter with the windmill.
I think that jumper's knee is feeling better. Look at Shaq. I think he's happy that he's... This is what people want to see. The great pass from Anthony Mason. Jason Kidd said, I'm not getting near this. Vince Carter makes it look so easy.
(51-48) the East within 3. A minute left in the half. Garnett served up by Webber. The pass work much more fluid by the East here in the second quarter. Carter tried to change direction. Broken up by Davis. Recovered by Webber. Went behind the back. Kidd lays it home for Duncan. A spectacular pass play by the West. Final seconds of the half. Carter's pass stolen. Here's Kidd from center court. Yes! Jason Kidd at the buzzer to end the first half.
What a sensational run by the West to end this half, Mark. The 3 from the corner by Kidd, the sensational passing in the dunk fire
at the end.
I think I left it at the 2-ball yesterday. I was saving it. I'm glad I knocked down that last shot, gave us some momentum going into halftime. But overall, we're having fun, and let those guys keep rebounding.
You've been passing the ball awful well, too. What's it like trying to get everybody involved? I know you normally do, but not quite the same selection of guys out there.
Ooh, no, it's not. And, they're a talented bunch of guys, and we have fun. And, the Olympics, so I have to get it to, like, Karl Malone, the guys I never got the chance to pass to. So I'm having a good time, and the big guys, we want them to play the point, and I'll be the big guy. So we're having fun.
All right, Jason, good luck in the second half. Let's go across the way to Lewis Johnson.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim. Vince, the West team is walking off the floor, and they're jawing about that last ball that dropped in the bomb. How intense is this thing?
We want to have fun, but yet, in the back of our minds, we all want to win. We want to have a good time and beat each other to death, so it's fun.
Now, I'm watching you with this spectacular dunk, and thinking back to last night, are you sure you couldn't have been in that dunk contest?
I don't know. I feel good for the game. You get warm, but, it's a chance I didn't want to take, but next year.
How much fun is it to play in an all-star game like this, man?
I have a great time. A lot of these guys I admire as players, and I come out here to play with them. It's just the best feeling.
All right. I know you want to get to the locker room. Thanks a lot. Marv.
All right, thanks, Lewis. The high point man, Tim Duncan, 12 points. Michael Finley with 10. Ray Allen leading the East with 11. Stay with us for Ahmad, Kevin, and PJ. Net zero at the half. Coming up, you're watching the NBA on NBC.
And Pat Croce hires him. He comes in. He and Billy King, they start putting the pieces together of that team. And Larry Brown has got the kind of guys there that he wants to coach. They're playing defense. They're playing together. They know that Iverson is the star. And if they can get healthy, they're going to be a tough out in the Eastern Conference. And in Rick Adelman and Jeff Petrie, the job they have done in Sacramento putting that team together, these guys deserve a lot of credit.
And Larry Brown, as Kobe Bryant opens up by hitting the jumper.
Glenn Robinson playing as a power forward right now along that front line with Mutombo.
Kevin Garnett comes Duncan. The look away from Kidd to set it up. Won't count, foul call before the shot attempt. It's on Mutombo.
If you look at their team, Marv, I expect them to play much better in the second half of the year. I think Shaq is going to come back better, and I think you're going to expect this guy, Kobe, to be better. And with all that's been going on out there in the West, both all-league defenders. Here's Kobe Bryant in the open floor, looking behind him to see what's coming. He sees Kevin.
Now Sprewell defending on Weber. Weber beats him off the dribble, but Mutombo is there in his life, which have obviously attracted much nationwide negative publicity.
Well, Marv, I live in Arizona, and I've watched Jason Kidd and his wife, and I've watched the way they've handled the situation, and he stepped forward, and he says, look, I was wrong. I embarrassed myself, my family, my...
Weber for three. Duncan. Tim Duncan has 4. Garnett for Bryant.
Now remember, about 2 minutes ago, Kobe gave one up to the back. KG says, I'll take you inside. And Allen says, well, I'm taking you outside, as the spectacular finish by Kobe Bryant. There's still something in those legs.
And the West leading by 15. Marbury.
Oh, no!
Pass to himself. He deflected.
Back, they're looking at Utah, at Portland. They could go from first in the West to fifth as McDyess.
Here's another look at that most unique maneuver by Stephon Marbury. I don't know if he actually made contact with Divac. All right, we'll be back after these words from your local station. Is underway, and the West up by 19 points. Here's Marbury for 3. Well, they say a 2 down. Bates said he had. And the West now with Gary Payton at the point. Here's Vlade Divac, stopped by Dikembe Mutombo. Nice dish. Finley can't hit. Finley again. That time he was able to beat Mutombo.
Isn't it amazing the minute?
To help them who can't afford the medications, at the same time to educate doctors and to try to find a cure for the disease.
Any chance you think you'll get back on the court next year?
But I got to see a gentle spirit and a really a great guy. And we all wish him well and get back out as soon as possible.
Yes. Here's Allen. So they cut it down to 14 with Salt Lake City to face the Utah Jazz. That's an 8 o'clock Eastern start.
Somebody says, Coach, he said, you don't have to play me anymore the rest of the day. Let these younger guys play. They play each other. Their first game out. So Rick Allen said,
last player with 20 rebounds in an all-star game. Charles Barkley with 21. in 1991. It's only a 7-point game with 4.5 to go. Iverson, does he get the continuation? Yes, he does. It counts, and the foul.
Though the game is in the balance, you're going to see the competitive nature of every one of these players now surface. Allen Iverson with the great drive.
Here comes Iverson. Kidd is back. Iverson. Rebound McGrady. And the game is tied at 100. Garnett. Yes. The West by 2.
It's going to be very difficult for them to be played by Carter.
Iverson for 3. Allen Iverson will often have. Bryant being chased. Bryant able to hit. Marbury.
Easy shots.
Bryant. Yes. Kobe Bryant with 2 clutch buckets. He now has 17. The West leads by 3. Marbury for 3. Yes. And he's tied the game at 1:08.
And Kobe Bryant wants the ball once again. He's made the last 2 baskets. They double him and force him to give it up. Jason Kidd might have to shoot the ball here as Iverson is just leaving him wide open.
Bryant.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Mutombo ran out at him. 3 unbelievable shots in a row here by Kobe Bryant.
A stirring finish to this 50th NBA All-Star game. The West by 2. Marbury for 3 again. Stephon Marbury.
Sensational shooting, clutch shooting. Kobe Bryant with the outside jump shot. Marbury comes back and one-ups him with the 3. This once again ties the game. And Kobe again with another answer. This time, Mutombo comes flying at him, gets a hand up. He really can't even see the basket, and again knocks it down. And Marbury comes back, spectacular shooting. Stephon Marbury steps back behind the 3, buries another one. The East by
5. Marbury guarding Bryant. Down to 3. Marbury trying to get to Bryant. Duncan came up short, and it's over. 1 down.
He gave his team a chance to win, and for Marbury and Iverson to shine at the end of that game, and they come back and get the win.
Here's the last opportunity by Duncan. Weber had a crack at it, not able to hit on the reverse to Kemby Mutombo.
You'll pardon the expression, in very small packages. Congratulations, the MVP of the 2001 All-Star Game.
The world's greatest players here tonight, and you are the star of stars. That's got to feel extra special, especially being home.
It's definitely special. Where's my coach? Where's my coach? Coach Brown. Is he around? This is a tribute to Coach Brown, my teammates, my family, my friends, all the fans that been loving me from day one. Just is a tribute to them. I cherish this for the rest of my life. I'm out here playing with the greatest players in the world. I'm at my second home, my home away from home. Coach Tom said, I love you. Ma, I love you. Tiara, Tawana, my kids, I love you.
All right, congratulations, man, on a great performance.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's go back tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Ahmad. A magnificent homecoming. He's from Hampton, Virginia. Allen Iverson leading that 37.